Hi folks, this is the Mediocre Chess Meister, aka the Travel Meister, and this is a really fun game that I had, which is on theme of removing the defender and getting a win. In this case, it's a really insane game because before my tactic that got me to win the game, I was rated at minus 13.57. So I was completely losing, in a losing position, and then I found a really good set of moves. And I'll let you find the tactic when the time comes. But I started off with the Sicilian, e4, c5, knight to f3, a6. I'm not familiar with a6, but I played d4, my usual move, to get an open game. C takes d4, knight takes d4, and b5. Bishop d3, e6, castle, bishop to b7, fianchetto, rook to e1, getting on the central e-file, d6, just getting control of the center, and a3. Then knight to d7, just developing the pieces, bishop to e3 developing, knight g to f6 developing, knight to c3 developing, bishop to e7, queen to f3. I'm getting my queen on all the kingside areas here. So it's a really dangerous piece when it's near the king. I expect it to be castled, and I have my bishops ready here for an attack on the king side, direct attack. He plays rook to c8, grabbing this open file. I play queen to g3. I have a attack straight on this pawn, and after it castles, this pawn will be pinned, because the king will be around in this square, and it'll be pinned. And it's a very common tactic I use. Castle and bishop to h6. It's a very common tactic I use. The idea is I'm gonna checkmate here, and if you want to move it out, I'm gonna grab your bishop. I'm gonna grab your rook with my bishop and win the exchange, because bishop's worth 3 and a rook's worth 5. He defends with knight to h5, which is a pretty usual defense, and this is where I make my mistake. I play queen to g4, hoping to scare him away and then resume my usual threat. If he now moves here, I can just take it and checkmate. That was the hope. Instead, he plays knight on d to f6, supporting the knight and attacking my queen. Now I have no squares on this file for the queen. Every square is being attacked by someone or the other. So this square is attacked by these two guys. This square is attacked by this guy. This square is attacked by this guy. So I move to the only spot, which is queen to g5, and now my bishop is trapped. It has no place to move. The only two squares are taken, and after the king moves to h8, I know this pawn is no longer pinned, so it's free to move and take the bishop. I do the best damage I can. I take it. Bishop takes g7, check, and it's opening this file up, which is kind of risky because now the rook here can move here and then have attacks, but it also means that their positions open up, so that's why I did what I could. Any damage. Knight takes g7, rook to r3, rook lift. The rook's gonna come into this rank here. It's, any of these three is gonna put a lot of pressure in the somewhat weakened king side, even though he does have a lot of defenders. And with the queen at the head of it, I'm hoping I can, even though I've lost some material, I can quickly deliver a big blow, maybe a checkmate soon, before his numerical advantage takes shape. He plays rook to g8. He's gonna give a attack soon to my queen. I play rook to h3, attacking this square here. He plays knight to f5. Now there's an attack on my queen, discovered attack, so I can't take the knight just yet. I move my queen f4, and he takes my knight, which was hanging. It seems like a normal thing to do, and I think it was the best move in that position. knight takes d4. So I play e5. I have a very weak plan which I'm hoping works out. I'm trying to kick off this knight. That's my main plan. But I'm gonna let you, after he plays d takes e5, there's a tactic which wins me the game, and I'm gonna let you have a go at trying to find that tactic. It is mate in 3, so I'll give you a pause, try and find what I did to win the game and salvage it from being so down in my computer score. Okay, I hope some of you found it. I hope most of you found it. And if not, I'll give you one more clue. It is a remove the defender situation. So that means I needed to free up a square. I took a piece that removed the defense of that square, and then I won. So I'm going to give you again a small pause so that some people who missed it last time can get it. Okay, I hope almost all of you get it, and if you didn't, this is a good time to learn about removing the defender and sacrifices. So I played the pretty insane move, queen takes f6. I'm taking a knight, and I'm gonna lose my queen in return, so it's a huge sacrifice. It's a queen sacrifice, but that means I'm gonna get r takes h7 checkmate. So the rook is attacking the king, checking it, and it's being protected by the bishop, and so you can't take it. The king can't move here. It's protected by it's attacked by the rook, and this rook is blocking his only usual exit. And this was a pretty insane tactic that came out of nowhere, saved me the game, and I'm really proud of it. I hope you learned something. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. I hope I can upload some more tomorrow. Stay tuned.